talk to the Jesserine, I believe.
Yes.
And they were talking about a place called Gistanal.
Yep.
And you all, I think, were discussing perhaps
We
venturing
are in
there.
the Dawn Chasers camp, the elf camp.
Yes.
Jocus talked to Jesserine. There was Cromlin, a dwarven village, but we will head to Gistanal.
Cromlin is a dwarven village.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
I believe you all were here.
Yeah,
That looks
that's
familiar.
the elf camp.
I can't remember what Alex. It's been a while since we played, but what did she say to Alexander last time we?
That's a good question. Because Alexander, you weren't at the last one, were you? You and Pid?
I was at the one when we got
Session
there.
10, not session 11. Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So
he had oh.
She had talked a little bit, if you recall, she had talked a bit about
Somebody emerging from the silt.
one of her songs was went like, "Don't look for cloth from ram in our tents tomorrow, or salt or silk," she sang. House McKay's caravan won't be arriving in the morning because late last night the traders heard the call. The sun had set, the fires of the camp were blazing, and the twin moons climbed high in the night sky when the voice called to Murthuk, captain of the guard. It was not a voice you could hear with your ears, but Murthuk heard it anyways. It told him things the likes of which I've never heard as the camp fell asleep around him. Before the first rays of the crimson sun lit the horizon, Murthuk had done as the voice commanded. He murdered every trader and guard in the camp. Then, still carrying his bloody obsidian blade, he set off towards the ruins by the Silt Sea. So beware the night, my friends, and try not to listen to the caller in the darkness.
Oh, I forgot it was a dark one.
Yeah, and then she also sang a little bit about he lives beneath the shifting silt amid the ruins and shadows. He showed me time and land and war. He let me meet the Ravager. Oh, the Ravager. He's coming to get Jessex for his crimes, to make us pay for murder and treachery. He rises from a silt-filled grave to end this age of dragons. And then Jocus was kind of trying to calm her, but she was a little bit shell-struck, shell-shocked. She was pretty she had PTSD.
And I think she was falling, and Alexander tried to catch her.
Yeah, yeah, and I believe she passed out and went kind of into a catatonic state.
And then we figure out that she wasn't able to be hypnotized because she technically wasn't there, like mentally.
Yep, yep, yep. She's it's almost as if her mind is somewhere else, and the shell of a body is kind of a like a husk in a way. So, and then the intrepid party was like, "Hey, we're gonna try break open the stone," and they transported themselves into a realm where there was basically a floating purple cylindrical column with an obsidian balcony and just a obsidian precipice. And Jocus and Pid and Azure basically found a way to surmount the gap that led into what looked like a fall into oblivion. And then they managed to get in and unlock the stone, but they viewed images of the massacre of the Terrans. if you recall, the massacre of the Terrans, and it was Cielba, who was the Sorcerer's Queen of Yermuk, now deposed, that had led the assault on the Terrans. And she's came forth basically in the vision as half woman, half dragon. If you guys recall that. So, the next morning, everybody is fairly well rested, and as the twin suns rise above the. Let's see, what was our last date, Azure?
I'll
Do you recall?
paste what. I'll paste what. I don't. Do I have it from? Oh, I do have it for last one. Yep. I'll paste it.
All right.
Warren, I know I probably shouldn't ask this, but what was your plan for the person we ended up killing very early on in the campaign?
Who was that?
The big-headed guy we killed when in Yarmouk.
Oh, Sakindi?
Yeah.
He was basically Farklund's spy, so by killing him, it actually set Farklund back a little bit, which is probably why he didn't have the power to fend off and why he got weakened quite a bit. Because if Sakindi would have been successful, he might have been able to steal things from you guys and
But no,
make Farklund a bit stronger.
we
But
ended
he
up killing
managed
him very
yeah.
brutally.
Yeah. Well, that was good because he would have, yeah. It was one of the two. Somebody was gonna die, right? All right. You paste that in there.
Yep.
Let's see.
Anabasis 28th.
Yes. Okay. That's me.
So we're approximately at this point on the map.
Yep.
Well, we crossed over a mountain in a day. We crossed over a mountain range in a day to get to their camp. That is impressive.
All right. Let me just find this stupid calendar that I have.
Huh.
Where did I put it? There it is. All right. Let's see. We were at. Let's see here. King's Age. Fields Reverence. That's right. Okay. Fields Reverence. Azalea, right? 28. So now it is. With all the travel and everything, now it is. Let me just get this copied and pasted into the thing here so you guys can see it.
Yeah, because every time we end up entering the gray, it fucks up our timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Although you guys did get pretty lucky that
Yeah,
Azure
Thomas.
had those obsidian orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Thomas getting us into a place we knew how to operate in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super lucky.
We could have died from that. We could have
No,
died
it
from
wasn't.
that.
It wasn't an if situation. The dice tell the story, or in this case, the pre-generated rollers.
Almost 8. We were in Anabasis, or does it?
Did I
You went
Oh, whoops,
up.
oops! I went the wrong direction. My
So
bad. My bad.
horde
Yep,
or
horde. Yep, my bad. I
horde
went
8.
backwards instead of forwards. Yep, let
Oh,
me post that in there.
well, it's probably a good. Well, it's probably a good thing we ended up in the gray, because technically he did. We entered the gray somewhere around here and exited it here, which is enough distance he probably temporarily lost our trail.
We may think that, but he did say he's a good tracker.
For the time, I have no doubt about it. He's gonna try. He's probably gonna pick up on our trail again. But we lost him for the time being.
So now what does the party wish to do?
Well, uh, I guess it means on to Gistinol.
Can you
Even though
switch
it
us
is
to a
apparent.
map to see what our health and everything is? Or are we refreshed or are we down a little bit?
I think we refreshed when we were at Timpug's temple.
Yeah.
So you've had enough time in this camp to be able to rejuvenate and get your PSPs back and everything. The only thing is the elves do have a lodging tax. And so that is, hopefully you guys brought some money with you.
Ooh.
14 copper per person per day for a total of 3 days.
See it, so you can bring it up and charge it, make sure it's charging good for you.
All right, 42 ceramic pieces, I mean.
42 per person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I deducted mine.
Wait, did we make it to Gustinol?
No, we're getting ready to leave the elf camp, and we can probably redecide if we're going to go to Cromlin since there's a couple more of us, or we just stick to going to Guistano.
Jocus has no more money.
Do you need more money?
All he had was that platinum piece I used to buy my.
I'll pay for it. I deducted mine. I got yours, Jacuz.
You guys have a treasure handout too,
Yeah, we the
I
party
thought you
loot.
guys had a party loot sheet
Yeah,
too,
party
right?
loot. Yeah. I already took it
So
out
it's
of
up to
mine,
you guys.
Jocus.
You guys
Thank you.
could either pool all your loot in the party loot and just have somebody deduct it, or I don't know if you guys are carrying personal funds too.
I think we split it into
Is
party
that
and
copper
personal.
pieces or ceramic?
Ceramic. There are no copper. And dark sun
Yeah.
are not used or.
They have the same worth.
Yeah.
I have about
No.
47 ceramic.
That's enough to pay for your lodging. It's
42.
42.
Oh, so that's how much it would be brought down to is 42.
No, it costs 42.
We were only there for one night.
No, we were 3 days. We were there a little bit.
I thought we were only there for one night. Okay, so
You guys were there a few nights with
43.
breaking through the stone and then recovering your PSPs and getting back to full health.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
weren't
down. I am down for 5 ceramic. For for paying for all of us.
I
For
already
all of
paid-
us.
I already paid for myself.
You
Oh.
only need to pay 42 for yourself.
Ah. Well, so I'm covered.
You're at 5, I think. Yeah.
I am now very much a broke man. With only 5 ceramic pieces to my name.
Now you look out over the wilderness, and you do realize that the crossing of this area is starting to look. You were kind of in some rocky flats, badlands, and now you're starting to move out across the dunes. So it's pretty slow going, and basically you crest dune over dune of basically just sandy emptiness. There's no reports of any oases between here and Gistinal. There is an oasis reported further beyond Gistinal.
Things did say to go to Gistinal, so
But that's quite a ways further than Gistinal is. You can outfit yourselves if you wish to in the uh, in
Yep.
the camp here if you need anything.
I just realized this. The heads want us to go to the. One of the heads wanted us to go to the city of the dead, right? This is out of game.
Oh,
They
they're
want.
interested in that. Yes,
Yeah, they also wanted it. They said that was the only way to get to the pristine, to the tower, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
The pristine tower, or is that a different tower?
Pristine Tower. Yep.
That is down south from where we are.
How much are 2 torches, or how much is a torch?
Torch is. Let me look it up real quick here. Let's see here. Just 1 second. I just gotta wait for my price list to open here. All right. A torch is going to be 1 ceramic piece per.
I got 2.
All right. If you guys need any wineskins or anything, those are 80 ceramic pieces.
Oh god, that is highway robbery.
what?
Oh my god, that is
Sacks are
that's a lot.
small sacks are 5 ceramic.
That's not bad. How big is the sack, though? Are we talking like potato sack or like coin pouch sack?
A small sack is going to be about the size of a grocery bag. A large sack is going to be like a potato sack.
How much is a large sack?
A large sack is 20 ceramic.
Would it be worth buying that so Pid can have me on his shoulders like a backpack?
Or you can hide him inside of it if he needs to hide.
Zakhara hides. Pip has it over his shoulders. Zakhara hides with just enough that the top of his head and his eyes are looking over Pid's shoulder.
I mean, I am the only one who has traveling problems because I'm so slow.
Yeah, and plus that
You could ride
or any of the,
Shackleton.
I
I
could.
bought a wineskin also.
All right.
If anyone needs to take some money out of the party loot, you can go ahead and deduct some. Just to have some on you.
Alexander's not gonna really get anything.
Do you need anything, Jocus?
No, he's got everything he needs. He's got a shiny new club.
Did you acquire a metal club anywhere, or are you just saying that because it's a material that happens to
Alright,
shine?
odds I buy the sack, evens I don't buy the sack. Alright. I'll just ride the ant.
Or you could piggyback, right on one of the. Oh wait,
Now the
we
Kank,
don't have any elves
each of
anymore
the
in our
Kanks,
party.
each of the Kanks, because they've been penned up for the last couple days, each of them has a 2 wineskins worth of Kank nectar that you can harvest.
Oh, yeah, I took that skill to do that, didn't I?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you wanted to do brewing, right? So technically
Yeah.
you could brew that into, if you make your check
Oh.
here,
Oh,
Kank nectar, yeah. Go ahead
So
and
I need to. So I need to work with Jocus with an animal thing to get the nectar out, and then I use
he'll
brewing
have
on
to,
it.
yeah, he'll have to make the animal handling to be able to harvest it, and then you just have to make the brewing, and you can turn it into Kank ale.
Nope.
Aw.
Does anybody else have animal handling? Because the
Yeah,
Kanks,
Azure does.
As Jocus approaches the Kanks, they rear up, and then
So that's
they are
why
just
Azure
like
goes and buys his own. Just goes and
they
buys
go
it.
and they go thorax to thorax, and and basically keep their nectar away from the two of you, and they eye you and clack their mandibles with irritation, snapping, and then you basically are trying to use the little stick that you prod their antenna with, and they are having none of it. And one of them,
Aw.
as Jocus is reaching down, he snaps Jocus's prodding stick in half. So
Oh.
Whoops.
Tankleton and Toby are not having it.
Okay, we'll try that again another day.
Yeah, not
So
today.
they're still carrying their bulbs of Kank nectar with them. So, but it's perched right on the back of their abdomen. You can see that it's a fluid-filled sac, kind of greenish in color, almost like aloe vera.
Kind of like honeypot ants.
Or
Yeah, yep.
would I need to roll
Oh no, that's not.
to handle the
Oh, that's
animals
good
just
enough.
because I have that ranger ability?
Which one is that?
The animal empathy, where I can switch an animal's mood.
You could try. You probably have to try it tomorrow now though, because they're a little skittish.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
just.
if it's because. Yeah, if you do that ahead of time, you should be able to adjust their mood somewhat. And then that would give you a bonus to your handling.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to share that with you. Thing in text.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be so yeah, if you use that, then they'll roll their saving throw, and then that'll give you a bonus to your animal handling or whoever's going to be handling them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Try that next time. Tomorrow.
Did everybody get what they needed?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got what I usually got from markets. Nothing.
Well, just wait. When you reach into your trusty belt pouch and pull out a big handful of nothing, just remember you had ample opportunity.
But I have create objects for anything I need.
Oh, there you go. All right. Ahead of you, the crimson sun is rising heavy, and you can see just a multitude of dunes ahead of you. And it's about, by the time you guys all get outfitted, it's right around 10 o'clock. And there's something I want to look here. Where's my map? You guys have enough water too, right? Just make sure you're accounting for your drinking because it's gonna be hot out in this desert.
How much do we need?
Let's see. See if I remember that off the top of my head.
I've got
Water.
in session 8 water. We bought 4 barrels, I guess, 12 gallons. Oh no, 48 gallons total, I think, for the group, I guess.
We loaded them on the tank.
Yeah, we needed a lot of water because we have two water guzzlers in the party.
Yeah, you guys
So I
have
guess
couple.
I used half water because of being halfling apparently.
so in RAM that was 1 silver piece is what the cost was. I guess we'll get the same if they have that. I don't know what the cost difference might be, or
And I'm, I may be able to create some water. It's costly, but if we need it, I might be able to
Yeah.
create some.
Does anybody have water find proficiency? That sometimes helps too.
I think Chew had that, but we haven't had
Okay.
another incarnation of Chew recently.
All right.
yeah, I think the 4 barrels were taken into consideration. Anyone who could make water would find or make water also.
Okay.
How much is a barrel of 12 gallons when ROM charged 1 silver piece?
Let's see. Since you guys are out here and needing water, there's of course the typical elven markup unless somebody has barter.
I have intimidation.
All right,
That's the same thing, right?
Giant, just like half giant, just like puts 3 fingers on Elf's head and slowly squeezes till gets good price.
I
And
think
slowly,
Azure's been dealing a lot, and maybe he needs to start learning a little bit better.
although doesn't Haku have barter? But he's not here at the moment.
Yeah, he does, I know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add bartering.
The one character who is not
Is it
allowed
just
to
bartering,
make any.
or are there other ones? Well, I
That's
have some
barter,
empty
yep.
slots. Okay. I'm gonna use a slot. I guess I'll, I don't know what the ability score is for bartering.
I think it's charisma.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's charisma.
Yeah, that makes sense. Charisma. I'm gonna test it.
All right. All right. So it's only double in price instead of quadruple.
Okay.
Bargaining Dark Sun is wisdom -2.
Oh, wisdom -2. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Wisdom modifier -2.
Why am I not seeing that?
Says Dark Sun rules, page 45.
Oh, there it is. Bargain. I was looking up bargaining. Okay. No wonder I couldn't find it. All right, I see it there. Yeah, bargain. 1 slot, wisdom -2. Okay.
I use this to find the proficiency. It gives the reference of where it is.
Oh, that's. Oh, nice.
It's got all the proficiencies, and then it breaks them
Oh, that's
down by
easy.
class.
I'm gonna add that to my favorites here. That's handy. Yeah, let me add that to my favorites here.
Another one I got too. That's got all the weapons, just like that one. Here it is.
There we go. All right.
This
Yes, I
one's
got that as a.
this one's got all the weapons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Let me add that to my favorites too. I still have the Drow the Drow language bookmarked.
Do drow exist in this world?
Uh, do Drow exist in this world? No, not
There's
that you know of.
there's no. Is there an Underdark in Athas? What?
That is a good question. Not that I know of. There probably is.
I'm wondering if
Um,
that's faring a lot better than the surface.
yeah, I think there's some adventures actually that kind of explore into the depths of Athas. I have one of them. I just haven't really read through it.
Huh.
So I think it does have a little bit of one. Yeah.
Oh, that would be an interesting campaign.
Because usually every
Well, I
place
might pull snips.
has an Underdark, right? Usually every world has some sort of Underdark. No.
Yeah, I might pull bits and pieces from that adventure because I tend to like some of the published ones. I tend to pull bits and pieces for
Take
this
pieces that
campaign.
you find cool and add them into your homebrew campaigns.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
As,
it works with the old school modules because they were like, what, 10, 15 pages? You know, you could fit them into a greater story.
Yeah.
so,
Yep.
sometimes, but nowadays they have these very very long modules
Yeah,
that are
like
pretty much their
Storm King's
sole
Thunder, I
story.
think, is like 250 pages at least.
Oh yeah,
So now there's a couple like this. There's one I have called Black Spine is the one that I think actually delves. Now that one's a long one. That was considered a Dark Sun super module.
Mm-hmm.
So that one
oh,
is broken across like 3 books. But
I
to
almost thought
go
we
holy
were
through
gonna
shit!
be part of that for where
to
we
go
were.
to go through these second edition modules like start to finish, they're a little janky to run them that way, so I usually yank out pieces of them that are
Mm-hmm.
interesting because they have a lot of good, but they're not as the adventure designs have certainly gotten quite a bit better with the newer iterations of the RPG games.
Yeah,
Like
it's a lot.
Pathfinder adventure paths were really good.
It's a lot more story driven now, where back in the day it was all loot driven, right? With a little
Dark Sun had a bit
story.
of Well, Dark Sun had quite a bit of story in their stuff. The only issue was in Dark Sun, a lot of times the events that were important to the story were taken by the NPCs in the books rather than the party characters. Like in
Mm.
Dragonlance, you were always playing second fiddle to the heroes of the Lance, and in Dark Sun, you were always playing second fiddle to the Prism Pentad, and then so. That's why I like to take that's why none of the Sorcerer Kings are dead in my world because if you guys just started with, oh hey, all the heroes already came and saved Athas, what fun is that, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
that makes
Wait,
oh,
sense.
we already
you
saved the
saving
world.
Athos?
You gotta clean up the rest.
What's that?
We're supposed to be saving Athos?
No, you guys are doing
Oh,
what
okay,
I mean,
cool, got it.
but
Don't save Athos. Destroy it.
you guys can do what you want, but it's just the books took kind of the setting, and by the time the books were over, the entire setting had like completely changed, and you're like, oh man, this is supposed to be a harsh world full of sorcerer kings, and then the books like went and killed all the sorcerer kings, so then you're left with like just a barren desert world, anarchy world, like Mad Max style, without any like super powerful like deity like beings. So
Yeah, didn't I think I remember in a lore video I watched, both the only dragon on Athos and a sorcerer king were slaughtered by the same person.
I
Were
think
killed
that's
by the exact same person.
I can't remember exactly how the whole thing went, but I think you're pretty close there.
Yeah, from what I remember of the lore video, it was um,
I guess he
this
killed
dwarf hero was the first
more.
person to ever
Ah,
slay a sorcerer king,
yeah, Rikus.
and then he
Yeah, Rikus,
slayed
yep.
the main like leader of those
One of
who rebelled. against the Preserver.
Yeah, that sounds
I can't
correct.
remember.
But I'm gonna put something in that game real quick here. Let's see. This is. Hold on one second. Where is it? I'm just gonna put another map just so you guys can kind of.
Does anyone else hear this weird noise in our heads? When your
You sure
when
you
your
want to be
character
saying that stuff out loud?
when your char- when your character hear when the character you're playing hears the background music.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit of a jarring, right?
I just thought that was something funny to say.
All right, let's see here. Map. I'm gonna put this other map in there. Just so you get. Sometimes it's fun to look at a second map of the geography that done by a different artist.
Or one of the maps, I think, went farther up north. Showed farther up north.
Yes, 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 yes. All right, let's see here if I can enlarge this now.
I just noticed the city of Tyr.
Is it one of the
How's that?
characters here?
I think it was
Yep.
your character.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh. Beautiful design.
So this is what the map originally looked like.
Yeah, this is from the original box set.
Interesting. So you redesigned the map for what we have in our
No,
game?
they reprinted the maps from
Oh,
another
okay.
setting. So you guys are right there here.
Where,
This,
well, I think,
uh,
are we still in the Elven camp, or have we been moving across the desert towards?
you guys have just set off, so you guys are
So
kind
we're
of on your journey.
we're kind of somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had just left and our camp was like
Yeah, we're good to go
right here.
now.
TSR always had great map design.
Yeah, they did. So
Yeah,
you're on, yeah, so you're crossing the sandy waste, right here.
if I'm kind of being honest, I kind of like the other map because I like how with like the detail with the lake island, how it actually shows the lake.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. This one, it's a scan from the original. So if you, if I zoom in, yeah, this one is a little bit older.
But it looks a lot more detailed though.
Well, I just took a low res snap. I'll import the good one at some point here because I'll just have to export it out of here. But it's got some interesting stuff on it, especially it's got the northern region that you're interested in too, Alexander. So
Yeah, that Alexander pretty much hails from.
yeah, yep. In fact, I'll just give you a little just a little taste here. I'll put this in Discord real quick so you can see it.
I know I shouldn't make this out of game. I know we shouldn't make it, but I feel like once we probably get rid of the thing following us, we could probably go check out where Alexander came from.
Just a tiny portion of the map. Small water.
The oasis itself.
All right, so back to the adventure.
Yay.
All right, so you guys start trapezing across the sandy waste, and does anybody have direction sense or direction find? Because once you get about 3 dunes outside of the Elven camp, every direction looks the same. You're basically looking across just a sandy wasteland of.
The only thing Alexander has is navigation.
Oh, navigation will work.
Oh, wish me luck, because he is apparently a terrible navigator. Yep.
Aw.
I don't know why, but with navigation rolls, I almost always fail them.
Yeah, you haven't been too good at navigation, have you?
The character with the proficiency is terrible at it.
All right, so you guys waste a day traveling, and nightfall starts to come, and you guys are starting to get a little bit exhausted. The Kanks are starting to get tired after trudging over the shifting sand. Because you're moving in sandy waste, you only move at about a half your normal movement rate. So,
Lauren, could I make
hey.
could I make a hunting check to see if we're being hunted?
Yeah, you definitely could. Or tracking probably is a better if you have that.
I only have hunting.
Azure has tracking.
All right, you could make that. Jibba's also.
Aw.
God
All right,
damn it.
Azure.
Have we
Azure, you come back.
Today is not a good
And
day for rolls, huh?
You and
We have
Jocus spend 4 hours around, and you're convinced that you're being followed because you see strange, like multiple legs in the sand, and you're like, "Oh my God, Dokjet's following us," because he was also riding on multiple legs. And you circle back around and get a vantage point on another dune, and then you realize that it was just Kank's and Toby's legs after Alexander led you in circles through the entire day. So the morale of the party is extremely low now because all of you have failed at everything you've tried to do.
Yeah.
And everybody's exhausted and tired, and night is now fallen. And please.
If these were attack rolls, it would be a different story.
That's true. I know, doesn't that suck when you get a 20 and it sucks?
At least we're getting all of the bad rolls out. At
Yeah,
least we're getting all of the bad luck
I
out.
really 5th edition, this would be like the best.
A 20
Yeah.
is awesome.
That's your view in the sand dunes in the morning. But for most of the day, it's pretty hot and bleak.
Well, let's see if Alexander can make this navigation check. I don't know why it has a -2 modifier to it. Is that a good or a bad thing?
I think -2 is a good thing.
It's
is
bad.
it?
It's bad.
It's
Oh.
bad. Yep.
Like, navigation apparently has. Why is it one of the only ones that has a modifier, and why is it a bad one?
There's a lot of them that have modifiers.
It's hard.
Especially in the desert.
Wish me luck,
Good luck.
Because
I
we-
wish you luck this time.
because we can't pray to anything because there's no gods.
Bold of you to assume.
Yes!
Yay!
He gets
We're
us
just
on
gonna-
track.
All right, Alexander. The party starts to move the next day, and I forget what your guys' movement speed is, but I think you can move 30 miles a day when it's normal, so you can move about 15 miles a day when it's
That's what?
normal movement land. So you guys make it to about there the next day, and let me just roll here.
Up. We might be having an encounter.
Don't roll a crit. I don't know if he has a
Alright.
crit. He just has a table, huh?
Yep, I just have a table here. All right, you guys, as you're bedding down over the next dune, you can make out what looks to be shapes that are straight lines, which stand out in your vision because straight lines are kind of a rare thing to see in the desert. It looks like they're about a half day's journey onward.
Okay.
And you can just catch a glimpse of them in the setting sun.
Uh-oh.
But the night passes uneventfully. Make sure to deduct your water, and if you're hunting or anything for food, you can go ahead and try that now. You guys could try and harvest the kanks again if you wanted to do that, Jocus and Pika.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, even with your
apparently
ranger ability,
Alexander.
you would have got a 16 instead of an 18. So, all right. Azure. All right,
Azure was able to calm him down.
managed to get the honey off of Kankleton. Toby is still spooked from Jocus's heavy-handed attempt, and now Jocus has lost his second prodding stick.
Yeah. Poor
Basically,
Jocus.
Jocus had a
He-
nice long prodding stick, and then he cut it in half, so then Jocus was using a half as long one, and now he's got a prodding stick like the size of a
It's
pencil.
just the scene from Brotherhood Men in Tights where they're just
Oh,
battling
yeah.
on the bridge with smaller and smaller sticks.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Scene popped into my head when he was describing it as well.
If you want to give me that that nectar, I can start brewing it.
Sure.
So,
All right,
let's
make
make
the
that attempt.
attempt there, Pika.
Oh.
All right, Pika attempts, and as he's trying to, he gets tilt or his hand into the nectar and spoils the whole batch. And so now that nectar is a failure.
Oh,
Tried.
only joy in this cold world.
I'm so sorry. I tried.
Only little bit of joy is the poos we make from our mouth. Alright.
All right, the party is somewhat belated, and then their morale falls again as the Kanks are finally motivated into docility by Azure, even though Toby is still not having it and has chopped down Jocus's stick.
Even
But
shorter now.
but as Azure hands the precious Kank honey over to Zakhara promptly trips and falls and drops it into the sand, contaminating all of it. Jocus beats the ground with his club, and
I just
Alexander does
just wanted to see if I was cursed or if I'm rolling good. So I consider it rolling good. Even though it's a proficiency and it sucks, any high 20s are good rolls.
yeah.
20. Alright.
Azure's gonna track some food.
All right, you guys can do a hunting check there to.
Yep. I was successful.
I really
All
hope
right.
that this is not us screwing up everything is not an omen.
All right,
Yep.
Azure,
Jocus
you
just
manage
needs a
to
sit.
track down. You start tracking some game,
Yeah.
and then Jocus comes blundering in,
Uh.
and he trips and falls and kicks up a big sand cloud, and then rips a tremendous gas that's downwind or upwind from the animals, and they smell Jocus and hear his lopsided trips. And
Jim,
then Jocus tumbles and rolls down a sand dune, and so you spend the next 3 hours of the evening trying to pull him out as he's stuck waist deep in sand.
Jibba farted.
This
So, good
This is
job,
kind-
Jocus.
out of game. This is somewhat This is somewhat as bad as what happened to my character in another campaign that I'm in.
We need to fight something. Our rolls are awesome right now.
Don't
Yeah,
give him any
you gotta-
ideas.
Azer's gonna share his wine that he bought
With the party to
this evening.
try to
Since we've
raise
been
them around.
unsuccessful the past 2 nights, let's just
It's just,
take a
we're all just dejected while
breather.
wandering through this desert.
All right. So the party makes camp, and it's a the temperature starts to fall across the dunes, and finally you guys manage to get the Kanks bedded down. Jocus finally manages to empty all of his loincloth and clothes with all the sand that was in it. Zakhara gets over the pain of despair of ruining the Kank nectar that was so hard won. And Alexander sits back and is happy that at least he was able to navigate the right direction this day.
Yeah.
The only good.
Now, the next morning, Alexander, you can navigate, but you have a +3 because you were able to make out that landmark of what looks like some straight lines, about a half day's march across the dunes.
So that would mean that the modifier would temporarily be a +1, right?
Yes.
No, the modifier should just put a 3 in there because you're
He's doing the math more because it's at a -2, so +3 minus -2 is 1.
I think-
Right?
well, if the
thing
if
calculates
the
for that.
proficiency should be set up with the -2 in it already.
Yeah, but for some reason it doesn't bring up the thing. It doesn't bring up the modifier window when you roll a proficiency.
Yeah,
you
you're
have
right,
to do it
it does.
beforehand.
You're right.
Okay, so
Ignore
let's see
mine.
here.
Ignore mine.
So I'm just
Yeah, it
gonna.
has the modifier already in there
So
if you
just
type it
roll
in.
roll it straight, Alexander. Just without it, we'll just do a test run real quick. I want to see something.
Just
It
just
seems
hit
like
the
I've seen-
just hit the
yeah, just
roll for the for navigate.
yeah, no modifier. Okay.
Nope, didn't ask for it.
Then
So how do you have the proficiency set up on your character sheet? Because that's
I have the thing, and I had the modifier put in of -2.
which is what the book says.
so why.
That should be correct, but yeah, the roll doesn't show that it's subtracted 2.
Unlike when I do
He
like
told me to do it without any modifiers, so I took off the -2,
Oh, okay.
which is why it's 14
You
instead of
temporarily
12.
put it. Okay. Ah, yeah.
So should I do the +1 due to
Let
the
me-
math?
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I
I think so.
Navigation. So let me try something real quick here. So I'm gonna try this real quick here.
Alrighty, hypothetical
Um,
YouTube viewers who are watching this in the future, we don't know how the rules work. Considering we've also are using Roll20 for the first time.
I've technically I've only ever been. Okay, so just putting it in straight ads.
Oh, you know what it modifies? It doesn't modify your roll. It modifies the
The target you have
number
to
you have
hit.
to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, then oh, I see. Okay.
Versus the score it's asking.
Yeah, kind of backwards.
Oh, that's okay. I'm getting it now. So, and it doesn't give you an option to add a modifier to your roll when you roll it like other rolls do.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So,
So do you want me to?
yeah. Yeah, so then
Just-
yeah, you're right. You would just put a 1 in the modifier box and then
Temporarily, yeah.
yeah, temporarily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, Alexander.
So
It looks like the lines that you had saw must have just been an illusion, and so the party.
wanders in a circle again.
Why is he the only one with navigation?
I don't know why they decided to make it so damn hard to get the roll, though.
I mean, it would
Well,
help if we were rolling
you have
better,
a
too.
you have a very good chance. You have like a 80% or a 65% chance, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, all right.
You've had a
You could
bad
try
run
harvest the
lately.
other Kankleton nectar if you want, Jocus.
I'm gonna roll a fucking 20, Warrant. We need to fight something. Yep.
God damn it.
You don't have any more
Toby's
stick left, huh?
Toby is just
Toby's.
wanting to hold on to that nectar.
Oh, next time you got to use your ranger ability first, because then he gets a saving throw.
Fuck.
Because he's all kinds of
Uh,
hot and
Trying this
bothered.
for 3
oh, thank
days.
God, Azure just barely passed.
All right, as you managed to get him calmed down, but he still ain't giving up his honey.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Kankleton is starting to grow a new one.
Yeah.
So, and Toby's is getting bigger. So that'll be a nice amount for Zakhara to drop in the sand.
Say it.
Alexander is once again dejected at how terrible of a navigator he is.
All right, next
We've had a bad day for rolling.
next day, Alexander.
I lost the bonus because
But now you're gonna roll a natural 1. No. God
All right.
damn it.
what? I'm the only one. I feel like the next thing some attribute somebody else should get.
Genuine question: do we have to use skill checks for this? To
Yeah,
navigate?
because you're out in the middle of the unless you know where you're going and you can teleport or something.
I was gonna fly.
Oh, you could definitely do that.
I was gonna fly, see if I could spot it.
Give us a point so that Alex.
I have flight, so...
You could definitely go up there and fly, Zakhara. How high can you go?
Oh, let me see how telepathic flight works again.
Oh
Because if you
God.
fly up and kind of chart the course, you can relay it to Alexander, and that'll give him a 4 bonus to his navigation roll.
Or no, telekinetic flight, excuse me.
He launches himself into the air.
At a movement rate of 18, any fashion desired with a maneuverability class of 13 using telekinetic flight requires such concentration as walking, so Psygonicists can initiate other powers while flying, and they can even attempt physical attacks.
Okay, so you fly at a movement speed of 18, so you
Yep.
can climb, what is that, 90 feet around?
Oh wow, yeah, that'll get me some view.
Yeah, so you could fly 90 feet. How many rounds can you maintain it for?
Until I run out of PSPs, which, doing the math, is roughly... Hang on. $16 rounds.
Oh, okay. All right, so in order to get a viewpoint that'll give you an aid in navigation, you will need to fly.
Well, let me see if I make the roll first, because that'll cost PSPs as well. If I fail it.
Can I help you by, like, launching you in the air?
It's... Okay.
That's a lot of red.
So it'll take me about 3.5 rounds to get that high. So, here we go. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Man, it's weird that the ant's whispering this to me. Alrighty,
We're suffering. Our minds are
Yay.
going at this
All
moment.
right.
We are this dejected that Zakhara is getting advice from one of our animals who can't
No, it's
talk.
not. I just get a message from Hungry Bodies. Sorry, is this better? I am hungry. What is this? God damn it.
That's just a little test of what's to come as you're flying up here. You don't know what's up here,
I
Pika.
don't like that noise.
This-
All right.
Here.
This is
Who's
what I love
feeling
about-
lucky? So you guys see Zakhara flying up in the air. Who's feeling lucky?
Cricket chirps. I'll try.
All right, roll a die 20.
That a boy.
20.
Hey!
Okay.
We don't know if that's good or bad.
It's like, yeah, I don't know.
All right, Zakhara.
It's
As
excessive.
you're flying up into the air, all of a sudden, you are now locked in deadly combat with a group of razor wings that
what?
have
Ooh.
seen some prey flying up in the air. So roll the initiative.
What the fuck is a razor wing?
Well, you're about to
Is that
find out.
Oh, we can't. I don't think we can help him though.
Okay,
That's cool.
okay,
It's
how high did I get before this happened?
You're 2 rounds up. And Azure managed to spot them with his 20 roll. Actually, he rolled on the random table, and there's no encounters 0 through 18.
Uh,
all right.
God damn it!
Awesome.
The rolls today.
All right, let's
not
do
been
this.
A good day for any of us.
We're just
Alright.
gonna keep getting more and more dejected as the day goes on.
We need a map with our characters.
Oh yeah.
So we can...
All right, let me give you guys a map here.
Oh,
Get one that's like half ground, half air.
and not many of us have any ranged weapons, unfortunately.
I think I'm the only one who can fly.
And our main range user quit because there were too many people.
I've got telekinesis.
Yay.
Yes, psionics. I've got bolas, which I haven't used in forever.
I've got sand.
You got Zakhara has pocket sand.
So how many feet exactly is he from us, Warren?
Right
two
now,
rounds,
2 rounds, so 190 feet
180.
or 180 feet. Yep.
So yeah, I
That's-
think I'm a little out of range for most things.
Yeah. The only way Zakhara's gonna get help from us is to bait them downward.
No. These guys aren't that strong, right? Right?
Can you guys see
No
that
idea.
Yep.
Just the map.
now? All right.
Wait, I think I remember this.
I haven't seen it.
I think this was like a piece of the. I feel like this was a piece of a map
No.
that was pieced onto the cursed oasis.
Alright.
When we fought that massive horde of dehydrated zombies.
It might be some of these desert maps are useful for a couple of things.
Yeah, I think I see the trees.
So now this thing, just to give you an idea, Mr. Zakhara, what's your flight speed? Is 18?
18, yeah.
Okay. These fly about twice your rate.
Great. Great. Love that. You only
How
say
happy are you?
How fast can you fall though?
90 feet per round.
So like if you just drop and let gravity take over.
I'm pretty sure that's a horrid idea.
Let's see. Gravity is, what is it?
And it's like
9.8
terminal
meters per
velocity?
second squared.
Hang on, let me look up terminal velocity.
In 5e, it's 500 feet every round. But that's 6 seconds.
So it's about 150 miles per hour.
Okay,
Miles per hour
divide that by how many
second.
miles per minute?
So it's about 220 feet per second.
Oh, okay, yeah, you could basically follow the entire thing in the round then, if you just turned off flight.
Yes, and I'd probably also hit the ground and turn into a nice meaty slush.
Jocus will catch you.
Man, I'll catch you. I'll catch you.
Great, I can turn 2 people into a meaty slush.
So I can maybe
God, I wish we had another. I really wish we had our other halfling party member, but
I can maybe telekinetically grab you when you're in the air because you're a light
It'll
dude,
be
right?
fine. It'll be fine. I will be fine.
well, if we had another halfling member, Jocus could throw that member and I think make the momentum go in a different
Yeah,
direction.
that's right.
Oh shit!
What?
He just put up a picture for the razor wings.
Ah,
That's terrifying.
that's a pterodactyl.
Yeah, that's going after you.
I love this. I'm going to turn them to bones if I can.
Oh yeah, you still have the silt stone, luckily.
Yeah. And if need be, I can drop a shitload of silt on these guys.
Fly up above them, fire silt.
What do you think my plan was? If this doesn't work, I'm screwed.
Then your only option is fall.
I mean, yeah. Depends on how many there are, actually.
If there's one, you could probably distract it in psionic combat.
He said
Where did I
he gave
put that?
plural.
Oh,
He did say plural, but he's only put one, so I'm hoping.
there we go.
We'll,
I'm
we'll
hoping
see.
he's throwing us a bone.
Listen, guys, the silence of the DM is the scariest thing on the planet.
Yes.
You rolled a 20. Yeah, you know.
It's
we
gonna be more.
we gotta deal with it.
The worst thing on the planet is when the DM goes silent and then starts rolling dice.
I'm
Starts
rolling
tap-
dice, so
My
just
DM on Saturday
that,
does that.
if that makes you happy, I just have to
Oh.
roll GM rolls in silence. So
Oh, great.
just
Great.
because I wasn't
love this.
So we
expecting
can.
I
So
wasn't
we.
expecting a 20, so yeah.
If we got any other roll besides 20, we probably would have been fine.
Hang on.
Well, we're gonna kick the shit out of whatever is coming at us because we've been all
Most of
rolling
the party
high.
can't reach it. We are mostly a physic. We don't have any ranged members at the moment.
We'll be alright. He attracted them. They're gonna see us down below.
Why isn't it coming up though?
Oh, that is definitely Zakhara in this situation.
There we go. Okay.
Yep, Thomas, that is definitely Zakhara in this situation.
There's endless screaming.
How big are razor wings?
They're smaller than this, but for some reason,
It's not letting you put more.
Yay!
no, for some reason this is not. Oh, that's why. Okay,
Like a pterodactyl on steroids. What the fuck?
I figured it out now. Sorry.
These things had better be weak. I'm dead, guys.
I thought they were big, but I don't really. I always assumed. I guess I didn't really know, but I assumed
found
they were.
5e stats for these things, which is pretty cool.
I really wish they would think about possibly giving us a 5e version of this, because it's a really good setting.
Yeah, they need to.
But then again,
Clubs.
A lot of people are sensitive nowadays.
Ugh, it's annoying. Feels like 84.
What's that?
How sensitive life is.
Oh,
Pre-garbage pail kids.
I've decided to live my life like Mel Brooks and the guy who played the sheriff of Blazing Saddles. If everyone is offended, nobody can be offended.
Oh,
well, Dark Sun is not the place if you are going to be offended, because holy crap.
Yeah.
neither is the
I,
other campaign that I'm in.
Considering
Uh,
half of our stories are we were slaves.
Yeah, everybody's
Well,
too sensitive with the slaves, and where do they think
Yeah.
half ogres and half orcs come from? You know, it wasn't a happy coupling. You know,
Not to mention the blatant elven racism.
yeah.
oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and there's literally a god of slavery in Dungeons and Dragons.
These
so, yeah.
things
It's,
are fucking nightmares.
I still have hope they'll make Dark Sun more.
I don't know, man. I don't see that.
I have hope.
They're
Oh
too sensitive.
boy.
It would make sense, but I think they're too sensitive. I think they would
Oh,
probably put out
boy.
Spelljammer before they put out Dark Sun.
And well, I still
yeah,
hope.
once the,
Is Disney
oh,
related to them or what? Yeah, they did
well,
like.
once
Ugh.
Once
Hasbro.
all this, whatever all this mania is passes, then hopefully the Dark Sun will come out.
Yeah.
Hasbro owns
TSR, or I mean, not
Wizards.
TSR. That's the old. Yeah, Wizards.
Yeah,
Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
Yep,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
I know. I used to
Yeah.
play Magic and stuff, but every time it goes corporate, then of course they always have to like pander to like the lowest common denominator, because
Mm.
corporations are always so risk averse, so you can't take any risks, so you have to be like super milk toast.
God forbid your thing save 99% of people. Oh, can't
I
put
know,
that.
right?
1% of people aren't gonna live.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Where
Yeah, it's
is
kind of
my party? Okay, so
yeah,
let's see.
it's kind of like the pajama pants that I am currently wearing. They have a
Hey,
spot for the buttonhole,
all
but
right,
it is
Zakhara,
sewn shut.
that's where you are.
Why?
I don't
What?
know.
Oh, that's friendly. I love this. I am surrounded by birds.
Well, they saw you up in the air. That's what they.
Why did I have to become dinner? I was just trying to help.
Well, look while you're up there if you can see anything. Oh.
Oh,
You
Okay.
you
that's
you know
Yeah, we were
there's
worried. Like, what's going on?
there's a text button.
hang on, I got this.
All right, you guys can roll for initiative here. There you go.
Well, I think us ground characters might have to refrain from doing that for a little bit.
You just see me getting attacked by birds.
Azure, you should have full PSPs, right? You haven't used any, have you?
No, I didn't use any. Yeah, that was first.
All right.
Things.
I'll update. Yeah.
Shiba runs down off of a dune and starts snarling up in the air, growling fiercely. Meanwhile, these razor wings start to swoop and attack Zakhara after Zakhara rolls for initiative. Because Zakhara, you're just having a great old time hovering 180 feet above the
Oh,
sand.
come on. I had my thing clicked.
Uh,
Yay, I go last. Wait.
No, you go first.
Oh, I do go first. That's how it works.
all right, Zakhara.
Yay. Pray to God we all survive. Yeah, I already know it's 180 feet down. How far does dimensional door go again?
Like 200 feet.
Azure knows.
Door. Uh,
I I don't think there's any Azure. I don't
Range
think there's
50
any point in
yards
us rolling
plus.
yet.
50 yards
Oh.
plus, so that's 150 feet.
Up to 200 yards with a -3 minutes.
Okay, so Zakhara can get
But
pretty
normally
far
50.
down
Yeah,
from where he is with one-dimensional door.
yeah, and then I can move the rest of the way down.
Jocus, did you roll?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
And Alexander?
I thought it would have been a good idea to withhold on that since we can't do
Nope,
anything at
because
the moment.
well, you never know. Things,
You
the
never
battle,
know.
you just
You might
just
be
be in
able to.
just be in the turn action just in case. You never know what
They
can
might
happen.
be pacifist birds, and they might just be asking me for directions.
All right, Zakhara,
Right?
you're now surrounded by what looks to be these fearsome razored winged creatures that have swooped across
No, I'm
the.
not.
All right, Zakhara, you'd use dimensional door, and all of a
Straight
sudden
down.
you jump right through the dimensional door. And how many yards did you set it for?
150.
150.
So I'm
I
30
think
feet
you could
above the
go further
ground
than
now.
that.
Yeah, but
That puts a penalty on the save.
Oh, okay. All right,
so
all
he
right.
just
So
went as far as
Zakhara,
he could.
You're at 30 feet now. Now you still can take a move action because that was your
Yep.
normal action.
Uh, how much movement is it to get diagonally to Jocus?
That would be about. Let's see.
Because I'm 30 from the
It'd probably
ground,
take
straight up.
you if 30 from the ground, so it would take you 3 down. So 6 move down and
Wait a
1,
second.
2, 3, 4, 5 move over. So it would take you a total of 11 out of your 18 speed.
This is how you find the slope, right? Oh my gosh, guys, I can use Pythagorean theorem to solve this.
A squared
I
plus B squared equals C squared. It's
so 5,
roughly
10,
going
20.
down and over, so it's probably going to be something around 9 squares, but just easy. It's go down 3 to get, or go down 6 and then over 9, or however many it is. 6 and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, so 11 squares.
And I actually want to do this now because I'll do this on my own time. But 11 squares and my movement speed, I
Eight-
believe, is 6.
18.
Oh yeah, it's 18 because I'm flying.
Yep, you're flying.
You are
Yeah,
not impeded by ground.
I'm not impeded by my slow little limbs. So yeah, then
Yes.
I'm gonna go fly down next to Jocus.
All right, the car rushes down. All of a sudden, you guys see Zakhara appear in a dimensional door with a look of terror, and there
Alright.
is 5 bird-like creatures swooping down after him.
And then
Joke.
once I reach there, I'll drop. Or can I drop the my concentration on the telepathic flight mid-turn?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
can do that.
Then I'll do that.
All right.
Cool.
Jocus, you see 5 angry things dive bombing you and Zakhara, who's now
Wait,
kind of hiding
aren't
between
they
your
still
legs.
aren't they still 180 feet up?
Why they're
Yeah,
in
but
dive bombing.
you see him go into a dive bomb chasing Zakhara as he disappeared out of there.
Well, good news. You and Azure don't have to do a hunting don't have to go hunting today.
So
All
what?
right, Jocus.
Warren.
Yeah.
Would my ranger ability apply here with these wild animals? Would I be able to tame them and make them just go away? Not like tame them, like be my
Uh,
friend, but like make them move on.
you could try, but they're in
They're
complete
probably
hostile
hungry.
mode because they're hungry.
Okay, yeah. All right, I
You could definitely give it a whirl. Well, you'd have to wait till they got close to you too, because it'd be hard to do it while they're dive bombing you from up in the
yeah.
sky. But
I guess I'm gonna hold my turn until they get a little closer, and
all right, all right. So they start to go, and they close the distance here, and they see a big lunch.
Oh no. This is not gonna go well, y'all. Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. Jocus, you can go now because they've moved to within range.
So you want me to make what? An animal handling check?
You could use your ranger empathy ability, and they'll have to make a saving throw that might lower them from hostile to guarded.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
nice.
that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Does that only affect one of them, or does that affect the entire flock?
Uh, in this amount of time, he'd be able to get the 3 that are kind of in front of him, the ones that have circled to the side and behind.
Okay, cool.
He wouldn't be able to. So these 3 are going to try and make a saving throw. And I think it was a saving throw versus what was it? He put it in the chat earlier.
Let me see.
There it is.
So I'm a 9th level one, so it's at -3.
Okay, -3.
Yeah.
All right, and versus Rod. Okay, so versus Rod.
You know what? I don't know if y'all heard my cat just meow.
Nope.
Nope.
There's a picture of the 3 of them coming straight at you.
All right, so those 3 have lost hostile to guarded, and so they now you can try and make your animal handling, Jocus.
Okay.
And you have a +3.
All right. Here we go.
Ooh.
All right. All right.
Oh.
This one lands and perches on your shoulder and starts
Hey!
to caw at the other ones. All right, make your other 2 Jocus.
New friend bird? Hey?
All right.
That one didn't
This
have
one
the
sees.
it didn't have the modifier, so I mean it still passes, but I'm just
Yeah, that still passes. All right, this one starts flying back up into the sky after seeing the other one land on your shoulder and caw at it.
There we go. Hey, that's
And this
cute.
one starts flying up and away too. Meanwhile, these 2 that weren't privy to anything, they dive down and skim past Zakhara and try to hurt Zakhara badly.
I will be injured.
All right, so the first one, Zakhara, Zakhara, Zakhara.
Only one of those hit.
Ooh, okay.
I have
All
a
right,
base
you
of
get
5.
all right, you get clipped by the wing for 4 damage.
Ugh.
And he is skimming the ground low and about to jet up into the air here. He's about 5 feet off the ground. And then this one,
Remind me, do you naturally heal over time, or is it...
you do, yes.
Okay, cool,
But
then
it's
I'm...
fairly slow.
So, for 3 days, would I have gone from 60 to 64?
63.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. All right. That's how many hits on you, Zakhara?
Then yeah. Wait, all 3 of those are on me?
Yep.
Second
Both
one, I
of
guess
these.
they've got
Yep.
2 claws and a beak, maybe, or something.
They slice with their wings. They basically lower them and try to catch you with both their wings and then beak.
You moved it, I'm confused because you moved it over to Azure.
That was the one that first hit you. And then
Okay.
he swooped by you and then
The
continued
second
moving
hit me,
and he,
then.
okay.
They're fast.
All right, 1 damage and 4 damage. So
That's not bad.
That's not horrid. I didn't go that far down.
all right, Azure, these 2 are about to make their way back up into the sky, but you can reach them manually.
Ooh, nice. Then I'll take out my trusty dragon's paw and lunge at it.
Okay.
Negative
Ooh,
4.
yes, that's a hit, Azure.
Okay. Is it medium or large? I don't know what size they
Medium.
are. Okay.
Yep, they're medium. 8-foot wingspan. Ooh, 7 damage.
7.
Alright, you hit it, and it impedes its ability. It starts trying to flap up. You have a second attack?
Yep.
Alright.
AC of 4, positive 4.
Yes, that's also a hit.
Okay. 5. 4.
Alright. Alright, now this thing's furious at you, so it starts swooping around and gonna try and attack you. Alexander, you're up.
This thing is where I can grab it, right? Or is it just a little bit too?
You could slice at it with your. You could reach it with your sword. You wouldn't be able to reach it with your hands.
I really wanted to I really wanted to see if I could grab it and just like snap its neck with sheer brute force.
This one, yeah, this would be hard to just because it's full. You're basically like it's a baseball coming at you, and you basically can wind up and swing at it.
Well,
All right,
Thanks.
Azure, you catch it with the katana.
Alex. Yep.
Azure gets 4 attacks.
Alexander.
Okay, first one.
Go for it.
First one since it's two-handed.
Ooh.
Ooh, Alexander, you cut it right in half. Both sides fly on either side of you.
Oh.
That
Okay.
was the weak. That was the runt of the litter.
Okay, Alexander runs here and swings his katana at the other one.
Jesus Christ.
All right,
Kill me,
you'll have to make a
Alexander.
dex check first, Alexander, because you're gonna have to jump to try stab upwards with your sword, because he's heading back up into the sky. So you're gonna have to make a dex check.
Shit.
Ooh.
I fall flat on my face.
All right. So you miss hitting with your sword, but you could still perchance get it with the braid, but you'll have to make another dex check.
You got this.
All right. Yes. All right. Yeah, you basically try to leap and you miss with the katana, and then you hit the ground and leap again and do like a flipped somersault and lash out with your braid, which is maximum extent, and just hits the departing razor wing. And roll for damage there. All right, and you basically harpoon it and bring it down, and it dies.
For some reason, Alexander, when it comes to killing things, is very good at it.
These ones that are high up in the sky look around, caw at their betraying mate or their betraying companion, and then look for easier pickings elsewhere.
Well,
This one's dead, and then Jocus, the one on your shoulder, kind of caws and looks at you, and then looks softwards towards his departing companions.
Oh.
I
And
want to
then,
feed it a
we have
ration.
a new beard friend.
No.
All right.
I want to feed it a ration.
All right, you give it a ration, and then it leaps off your shoulder and heads up to meet its companions. And you don't have a sense that you'll be ambushed by razor rings again in this area.
Well,
Meanwhile, there's a couple of razor wing corpses here. Each of them.
Are they edible?
Chicken.
Oh yeah, yep, they're
Tastes like
birds.
chicken.
one's stuck on Alexander's. One's gonna have hair in it, and the other one was cut in
They're-
half, so it's gonna have a
They're
little bit of sand
basically
in it.
kind of like a flying iguana. I mean, they're gonna taste like chicken. So,
Their tails are super edible then.
yep.
What the hell doesn't taste like chicken at some point?
There you
Well,
go. Yeah, beef.
Technically, none of us have had chicken, so we don't know what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Tastes like Cankleton meat. No, but while y'all butcher the corpses, I guess I'll go try and fly again.
Zakhara thinks people taste like chicken.
All right,
No.
Zakhara, go ahead and make your attempt here.
I'm good.
All right. All right, Zakhara, you make it up without any of Azure's ill-fated die 20 rolls and get a good viewpoint and make it back down. And Alexander has a good idea of where to navigate now.
Alrighty, so it's 8 turns up, or 8 turns total up and down.
Yep.
Oh, so that's a. So that would be a 2. That would temporarily make it a 2.
41. There we
Man, that
go.
eats up a shitload of fucking PSPs, huh?
Yeah, but it gives us a boost.
No, that's no, it's better than it should be better than that. What did I say the modifier was?
It was
4.
the modifier is normally a -2.
Oh, and with Zakhara scouting, it adds a 4 to it.
Yes, that's
Oh,
what you
okay.
said.
All right.
So that means
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the modifier is strictly 2.
It went from a 12 to a 16.
So
So
16. All right.
yeah,
And then, of course, Alexander rolled an 18.
God
All
Gosh.
right,
damn.
What's the killing? He hits like a fucking truck and hits a lot of the time. But when it comes to navigating, he is terrible at it.
Okay, is there any other character in the part or previously in the party that's good at navigating?
I kind of got it because I was told none other had it at the time.
okay, what about like one of the animals? Can one of the animals track?
Yeah, can Jibba?
They
Jibba
could track
navigate?
and do everything, but as
I
far
guess
as navigating from geographic man-made point to
um,
geographic man-made point, that's a more of a human or a
can
Yeah.
can Azure use maybe animal lore to see if he knows something of if Kanks would naturally head to, I don't know,
Did he?
sense to an oasis, or like if they have some kind of sense of location. I don't know. I can't imagine they would head towards Silt necessarily. I would only think.
no,
I don't even
you
know
know
if they
enough
would have
about
that.
you know enough about Kanks that they, if they were gonna be left to their own devices, they would more than
Yeah,
likely make their way back to the last bit of
where we
civilization
came.
that they came
Yeah.
from. So if you have them lead the way, they'll probably lead yourself back
Uh,
to the Silt,
What about
or
my
maybe even to
knowledge?
Draj.
What about my knowledge of the razor wings and the direction they came and flew off? Maybe I
This
would get
looks
some
like
info.
their area. The thing is, you guys are just kind of trudging through the sand, and even with the
Yeah.
directions that Zakhara gave to Alexander, it seemed like you guys are going the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Now,
we gotta just try. I mean, what can we do?
yeah.
Yeah.
So out of game, because you don't really, even though in like in the game you know you're failing your navigation, but your characters don't know that. You guys think you're leading
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
you
Our
guys are
map
going like
basically, if we check the map, was like this. We
I
kind
thought the
of
camp was over
screwed up
here.
a little, then started heading towards it, and then just kind of went.
Now, technically, it would be a lot of. It would be a lot of.
I
yeah,
mean,
that's more that's how it looks, yeah.
although it feels more like
You know how easily someone could track us? We're just walking circles in the desert.
listen, how can they figure out where we're gonna go when we don't know where we're going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be lucky because of our crazy
Our
turned around
crazy
move.
ass pattern.
It's like,
We
where did
go.
these guys go?
We somehow end up. Somehow we're here and end up somewhere down here by the end of the day. Somehow.
If we somehow find the pristine tower, I'm gonna just laugh my ass off.
So badly, we ended up going. Getting.
All right, Alexander, your next day's attempt.
Do I still get the bonus from somewhat of the directions, or is it back to -2?
You're back to normal now because the
You got this.
You'll get
Oh,
it. Don't
wish
worry
me
about
luck.
it. Just roll a natural 1. It'll be fine.
Eventually.
Ooh.
Yay!
All right,
Yay.
Alexander, you finally come across the same set of tracks that you've crossed before, and you find a a skeleton of a razorwing carcass that you guys had chowed down on the previous night, and you realize, oh, whoops, I was going the wrong direction. It's this way.
I would like
And
to use my rejuvenation this night to try and fully heal up my PSPs.
okay, yeah, you could do that. Go ahead and make your attempt.
I'm not okay.
All right.
I just get the long rest thing. We have had a shitty day with rolls.
Specifically,
Yeah.
specifically skill checks. But when it
Yes.
comes to killing shit, our rolls have been on point.
That's what we
Yeah,
got to
I
keep
can't
doing.
believe-
Just keep killing shit. Because if you think about it, we're rolling 20s really high.
Yeah.
We're pretty much always rolling ones.
It's
When
like 5e. This would be the best game ever.
no, we're in one where the higher it is, the worse it is.
Well, then you did have a feat of dexterity, Alexander, that lets you do like a spinning back. Like everybody has never seen Alexander do any sort of feat of finesse, and here he did like basically a backflip in the air and
Triple back.
lashed out with his braid.
Triple backflip.
And
Landed
Jocus
perfectly.
Crocodile Dundee the friggin' razor wing, and it landed on his shoulder and caught the other two to flee.
I just
So,
gave myself 49 PSPs for the past day.
all right.
And as a result,
It's about 3 while walking / writing, so
How are you guys doing on food?
I have no
I-
idea.
We ate some razor wing.
we had some
Yeah, you guys
razor
are-
wing.
You guys recovered for the day
I believe we have
before.
enough rations to last like 2 weeks or a month.
Oh, okay.
We bought a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like I shouldn't be keeping track of any rations because I'm terrible at it. I keep forgetting to subtract.
I was
them at
doing the
day.
water, but I can track and hunt or tracking for food. Where we
Yeah,
were at 48
let's-
gallons. We're down to 32 gallons now.
Let's do some hunting.
All right.
All right.
Good luck.
You guys can spend the evening, both of you and Jocus.
Damn it.
All right, Jocus, you go in a different direction from Azure, and you come back with a couple of small creatures that makes up about half of the party's ration load for the night. So you only subtract half the amount of ration from the.
I wanna set snares around the area for the night too, Ward. Can I try that?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. Guess Azure gets caught in your snare as he comes back from his failed hunt, and then you hear him screaming and yelling in pain, and you finally go and free the snare out of Azure. And
Sorry.
now Azure's disheartened and aggravated.
I should-
Man, you guys, I can't believe you guys have traveled all over Athas for like 9 levels of character growth, and then this one time into the sandy
Mom,
waste, and you guys are
We
just
went
like,
through the gray perfectly fine, and this little expanse of desert that's like 80 miles is screwing us up so bad.
yeah, you guys are just getting chewed up.
the environment is just as deadly as any monster in Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of
Rocky
people don't
Plains.
realize it.
We are experts at navigating on rocky plains, but
That's
when
true.
it comes to deserts, we are fucking. Our chances of getting lost are high as hell.
All right, Alexander. Next day. Yeah, you guys aren't used to being in this type of territory, are you? All of you have been mostly up around kind of the Stony Barrens and stuff.
I was born in the mountains, or I was living in the mountains for a while in Tier.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, you guys, none of you are used to this Bedouin lifestyle of going across dune after dune.
It would have helped if we had one of the elves, but we don't have any elves at the moment.
All right,
Because they're-
Alexander, go ahead and make your navigation roll.
Oh,
Ooh, all right, Alexander, you think you have a pretty good sense of which way you're going now? All right. Next night, you guys can make your hunting checks here, and
That was for the honey.
oh, okay. All right, Azure.
Yep.
Honey?
This time.
Toby's a little calmer now, Jocus, so if you want to try and
He did.
harvest.
He rolled a 4 for the.
I did. I rolled a 4 for the animal handling.
Oh, okay.
You
All right.
did? Okay.
But a 15 for
I
the
rolled
hunting.
a
Okay, so
15
Azzer,
for
you get
hunting.
a half day's rations for the hunt, and now Zakhara, you have some Kank honey that you could try and turn into
Look,
ale.
I did it!
Ooh,
Yay!
all right,
We
all
have
right.
booze!
So in
Ale.
5 days, you'll have a. Actually, you know what? Roll 2d6, Zakhara.
2d6.
Yep.
R 2d6. 8.
All right, you'll have 8 gallons of Kank ale.
We can use one of the
Holy
empty.
shit.
We can use one of the empty barrels we have, right? One of the water
Yep,
barrels.
that's what it's fermenting in. Yep, one of the
Awesome.
casks or whatever. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm gonna try to
Wow,
set.
that was a successful day.
I'm gonna set some
Or night.
snares. Come on. God damn it.
Ah,
All right.
that
How
wasn't
much
me this
bear
time.
making material do you have, Jocus? Because you
I guess I'm just gathering whatever's around and using, random materials.
He has a snare that's literally just a rock positioned on top of another rock.
All right.
Yeah, well, with the
you end
twig,
up
Some real Bugs Bunny type shit.
you end up snaring Jibba, and Jibba
Oh,
howls and screams through the night, being caught in all manner of Jocus's poorly laid snares, and then by the next morning is utterly exhausted, and so
Azzer,
Jibba will
bro.
not be available if there anything should befall the party this day.
No!
Sorry.
Azzer has now must
thanks,
carry his
Jocus.
beloved cat. Oh wait, now we must hope I pass this navigation check today. God, we gotta be getting close. We have been in this desert for far too long.
Day 8.
We got 8 gallons of booze ready soon.
All right, Alexander.
Just get lost for 5 more days.
Ah,
God
All
damn
right.
it.
You guys wander aimlessly the next day again.
Well, at least that means Jibba's well rested.
How much water do you guys have left?
opening it up again.
Out of all of
Taking it out for today.
enemies.
I used
The good thing is, oh, you use half? Oh, I wasn't. Yeah, I was just counting a full.
Halfling, remember?
Yeah.
Well, remember a half giant does double, right? So
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I
So
did. I did double for the half giant, but some of the water will go to the animals, I guess. So we're at 24 now.
Let
We're
me,
half
split.
of our water.
You split. Zakhara only uses a half ration. The other half goes to the animals because they don't take a lot of water because they're insects.
let me try to concentrate some water and refuel our
God.
stores.
How did we slayed? We literally are carrying the head of a sorcerer king on us at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are being defeated by a desert.
Oh wait, Jocus, your first attempt does not work.
Literally
Oh, your second
Oh.
attempt does work.
Okay, now I gotta roll a D4 minus 2? Oh, well, D3 minus 2. We're in the desert, right, Warren? Sandy
Yes.
ways? Yeah.
Sandy waste. Yep.
Okay.
3 minus 2, so we have a chance of getting nothing.
D. Yep.
Bruh.
We actually have a chance of owing water. Here we go. 10 PSP for nothing. Nope. Actually, it was.
All right, you try to precipitate, and you can just get the littlest bit of vapor, and you get enough on your fingers, Jocus, and you lick all your fingers, and now you're thirsty.
What if he diffuses that on a cloud?
Oh wait, there isn't enough water for anywhere but I think the forest to have clouds.
Yeah, you guys are dry. All right, Azure, you don't see anybody tracking you other than your own
I
redoubted
was doing that
footsteps.
for food, but
Okay.
Well, yes, it's time for Alexander to once again attempt track navigation.
I'm gonna look away this time.
or
3, 2, 1. Oh yes, we're on track.
Ooh, all right.
Hey!
All right,
Progress.
Alexander.
God, we because of that help. God.
I'm getting excited over a fucking 9. That is how much we've been in this desert.
All right.
We're
One more, Alexander.
Go
Oh,
All right. So eventually, Alexander, you reach what is the coastline of the Sea of Silt, and you
How?
can it's because you guys have been heading south, and now you can see that it's extremely. Oh, just give me a minute, guys. Go ahead and take about 5 minutes. Sorry, I got a phone call coming. I got to answer.
Oh
okay.
God, we have been in that desert.
So
Alexander's.
where do where do you think we are on the map? You said we hit a coast.
He said he said we're somewhere on the coast
He
of.
kept using this to show where we are. Where we are.
Yeah, we are somewhere. We
But
somehow ended.
we could be here. We could be here. You know, a coast. You know that's all. That's the only
He did.
information he gave us.
He did move
Within
the pink thing.
within reasonable thing. This is this is where we are, and it took us days to get from here
10 days.
to here.
Maybe we should go to the dwarf and see if they can have someone help us.
We'd have to navigate our way back to the dwarf.
We end up going deeper into the desert.
So
No, we know it's on the coast.
we're going here, and this is a ruin.
A buried city in the silt with some.
If she went into the, if this is a city buried under silt, how come we found her in Draj?
Didn't.
No, the
We found the elk companion.
no
We took the.
Jezarene. No, the singer said. Well, I don't remember initially who said the quest.
Yeah, when we killed the sorcerer king, we met the
Yeah, I guess she's
one
part of the
elf,
elf tribe. Huh?
and she was with us when we went to the
Her
Gray.
boyfriend or whatever, I guess, was there or something. We'll have to ask.
Yeah.
I forgot. Jocus, what was your question? I was trying to look it up.
I'm just trying to get
Look in the past.
idea of where we're going, and we're going here.
Oh, the reason why we were going there? Yeah, so that was like in her song. Trying to look that up. He lives under the silt. He met the Ravenger. He will return. Go to the city. That's all I wrote down.
That doesn't sound fucking good at all.
Yeah, I would no.
I imagine that the creature tracking us, when it gets a hold of our scent again, it's probably gonna be like, why the fuck were these guys wandering so much in the desert?
Yeah,
He's probably waiting for us there.
it could be that, or it could be that like he thinks that we're great at losing people, because we're always doubling back, and these guys
Like,
are
man,
very
these guys
crafty.
are tough.
Yeah.
Keep just doubling back on our own tracks. Well, at least we have a coastline to follow now.
Or he could know that we're buffoons and just go right straight as the crow flies, I mean, could go either way. I mean, he's a great tracker, right?
Yeah.
So he's
But
probably
we
not.
somehow
He's probably
evade
not failing rolls like we are.
through sheer luck. We evaded him the first time.
What if we went to Cromlin? I mean, we're not down health, right? Only Zakhara is maybe
I think-
down some.
I think we're a couple of days
Psionic.
away from it.
Yeah.
And the problem is, I think we would have to navigate to there.
To Goostenol? From here?
Grumman.
Well, all we would have to do is just follow the coastline. There wouldn't be
Yeah.
navigating there.
Yeah. But
If we went to Cromlin, then we could maybe take a boat along the edge to there with money. I don't know.
How much money do we have?
I'll be right back.
We've got lots. I mean, it would be nice to find some more. We've got 140 gold. Hopefully we can. We think we lost him from the Gray, so we have no idea. I mean, we heard he's a good one, but a good tracker, but I don't know.
It's kind of
How
hard
good?
to figure out how we got from here without any scent to here.
Yeah, I don't know how he would be able to, but
And it was a different time too, wasn't it? Like, wasn't it months?
yeah, we were a month later.
Months.
Yeah, he lost our scent for months.
And then we suddenly.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, that could. I mean, we could be cool for the time being until we do something that rattles.
He did find us once, and he has magic, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has some sort of magical way of tracking.
It could have been because Haku was defiling, right? And maybe he sensed the defiling and was drawn to it. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then he came in and just defiled a bunch of shit right away.
No, he
right?
wanted the stone. I think he was able to follow the blue stone, whichever one it was.
The filled orb.
Silt was the
okay.
only one active at that time.
Yeah, that's what he was after. So that's what I think he was able to sense.
Yeah.
So now
it was one orb he was after, not all of them.
Correct.
Well, technically, now we have 3 active.
Yeah, we've got the purple to Jocus, the red to Jen, and the silt to Zakhara, and the blue is locked.
And I think I remember hearing Warren say that it apparently has an affinity with Alexander.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we should. You guys want to unlock that one during the night?
The blue stone. I'll give it. I was holding it. I'll give it to you, okay, Alexander?
I'm at full PSPs. We can give it a shot.
In the middle, yeah.
But just wait for the night so I can be at full PSPs too, because that water shit drains a shit ton of PSPs.
It does.
It was 13 because I missed so it's 3 because I missed, but 10 because I succeeded, and I got nothing out of my success, so.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. That comment I made earlier
it would
about...
just be 2 hours, 2-3 hours.
I guess we could try to unlock it, and if we're successful, then we'll keep going, and if we're unsuccessful, then we'll go to Cromlin to get restock, or I mean, we'll need water.
I mean, we could find some... There is a chance we could find some still stored water in
if we went to
it would evaporate. I mean, I guess it could be buried underground.
If we went to an area that was a little bit more conducive to moisture, then I would be able to draw it easier, Like Rocky Badlands, Stony Barren.
Well, I don't
that's
think a
1d4
buried
-1.
city under the silt is going to have much water.
Mountains or scrub plains, 1d6
Well,
-1.
I know Fort Eben had some water in it, but unfortunately that was cursed.
Yeah.
Forests, 1d8 +1.
Hey, is this a giant on the map?
Yeah, then that take my
Jocus has sacrificed his human half to become full giant.
Jeez. About 200 miles across.
Eat the entire
He's 200
population of the
miles wide.
tier
Oh, no.
region.
Oh god,
He
0.
would eat like huge. He would eat like just huge masses of the population of the tier region just per day just to survive. Could take
Just
the. He
walking
could
around
probably
eating
take.
everything.
Yeah,
Anything.
he would just have to keep eating.
People, animals,
Doesn't matter.
green,
Trees.
yeah, everything. Anything that's
You
living,
could-
I would have to consume.
Yeah, you could probably bite the head off of if you were that big. You could probably bite the head off the dragon of Athas and just eat it.
I didn't realize how much the books controlled the lore of the game back in the day.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of people have a lot of emphasis on the books instead of the modules.
I think nowadays it's more or less the setting is what matters, but the story takes place within the setting, but can sometimes not dictate what happens in the setting.
Yeah, but I mean, if all the big bads are already dead, what are you in the setting for? You know?
Plus, I think it was largely just like one city.
They traveled to about almost or most of the cities in the Prism Pentad 5-book series.
But I thought he only killed like one who was also trying to become an eighth.
Yeah, in the first book, first half or beginning of the book. I don't know. Maybe that's just in the book. Yeah, they killed the first time to kill a Sorcerer King in tier.
Because of, well, technically in lore, the dude probably was inspired by us at the moment.
Yeah, could be.
By the sudden disappearance of the Titley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also in lore, all of them betrayed him.
Nice.
None of the Sorcerer Kings remained loyal to the Preserver, to the Purifier, or whatever he's called.
Purifier, and don't say Preserver.
Yeah, the Purifier. And like the whole reason why the City of the Dead is abandoned is because he tried to gain power, and all of the other Sorcerer Kings at the time, all the other Sorcerer Kings, united against him to just destroy the city, and just destroyed the city. I'm so glad we haven't had to hear the words of the heads for the time being.
Shut up. We don't need the ridicule.
Well, Jocus is with us. He's the one carrying him, so.
Well, luckily we have him locked in the chest that we got out of.
Special one. Yeah.
I would leave them in that little Feywild forever. We could
So
go back
what
It wouldn't come out with us.
Okay. So what we know in game about the Purity Bringer? What are we trying to do?
All right, sorry about that, guys. Got a long phone call for some reason. Just a business call.
Before we start up again, I'm gonna go get a quick drink.
Sure. Oh yeah, look at those things.
What things? Oh, the
In
picture I
the,
put.
yeah. Yeah, those are hardcore, man.
Who typed?
I don't know if you heard while you were away, but we are gonna try and attempt the Bluestone tonight, since we want to get some progress done today.
All right.
Did you say the Bluestone had an affinity for Alexander? That's what someone thought or remembered.
Yes.
Okay. I gave it to him, so he's holding it.
All right. So before you'll have to do that, Alexander was going to make one more nav roll because that'll be the next night. You guys can attempt on that bluestone there.
Yep. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
But
If only you guys could enlarge Jocus to the size of a giant so he could just trudge across the stilt sea like the
Yeah,
rumors
that'd be
of actual
badass.
giants.
Fee,
Yeah, that would
fi,
have
Yeah,
been cool.
bum.
there's
There is a
rumors
ability.
of
oh fuck it, hold on, I'll go. Just an entire city.
there is rumors of these giants wading across the silt in Dark Sun.
I just put them out there because it's easier to do the math from the token when I use the PSPs. Other than
Oh, okay. There's rumors of this going on, Jocus.
Hmm.
Nobody's actually witnessed that except Alexander. He might have witnessed that as a boy. Let's see, what did Jocus do? You put math in.
Oh,
do a hunting check. Bam.
Ooh, all right. So yes, that takes care of your rations for the day.
Sorry about that. My character
Yeah, no
being
worries.
lost in the, our characters being lost in the desert made me thirsty.
All right. Make your nav check there, Alexander. And you have a +4 because now you can follow the coastline of the Silt Sea.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
All right.
Ah,
All right. You make your way, and as you do so, you finally come upon what seems to be perhaps uh, maybe a outpost or some legacy remnants of what was once dotting perhaps some sort of village that dotted on the coast, and there's a couple of shells of some buildings sticking out of the sand. And the first thing, Jocus, you notice is in the center there is what looks to be a water cistern or an urn of some sort. And it's
Warren, did you put us on the map layer?
oh, whoops.
we've reached a thing.
So there isn't any water in it, but you can just tell by the the cistern. Basically, it's like a old abandoned well
Mm-hmm.
that it's quite moist down there, Jocus. So you could attempt to create water down in it, and it would be the same as in rainforest area.
Okay, cool.
oh, oh! The Warren has, the DM has thrown us a bone due to how
We should probably do that after attempting the Bluestone, just in case we are have enough SPs left over, and you're not down 10 SPs or PSPs for a fight.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, let's do that. Well, we can camp out here for a little while, and I can create as much water as we need in this
Yeah.
area,
All right,
you know? So I'll spend
all
all
right,
my PSPs to get us water the next day after we fuck this bluestone up.
We got
Okay.
this. Alright,
All
time
right.
to do something this session.
All right, so the moon starts to rise into the sky. Rel and Gathay both are rising, and who was holding the blue stone?
Alexander currently.
Okay, Alexander, you pull out the blue stone, and the heads are
They are.
making a
Rattling.
bunch of fuss in their no, in their bag
We should
I
probably
thought we had them in a box.
or a
box,
box,
whatever, they're
however you
rattling.
guys had them. They're
Yeah, we
yeah,
built.
rally ground.
I hate to say it, but we probably should let them speak.
Why?
Because they might have something useful to say.
If they start talking about wanting to lick our blood and
Yeah, if they start talking about one blood, we'll just put them back, but...
Um,
okay.
yeah, I'm not gonna ask this while the witness is currently streaming, recording this.
Alright.
You see,
I'm just gonna have to look it up on the YouTube channel.
Just DM us. Just ask it in the Discord.
There you go.
There's no evidence
witness
there.
can't see Discord. I'm just kidding. We can't see Discord.
Oh,
And how is he recording our voices?
magic.
Because the setting, listening to what I'm listening to.
So, if you were to play a video, it would record that too right now.
Yep.
I think I spelled the word.
You can ask that in the videos.
How many views do we get on the videos?
It's not that much. I think it's mostly from us ourselves.
So people can catch up if they miss the session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we are the only audience.
But hey, they're
Pretty much.
somebody might stumble across them. You never know.
Yeah.
one of my
I've-
kids just watched them, a couple of them.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
pretty
Oh, really?
interesting. So you catch views every once in a while.
So was he laughing at us?
It's fine. We get
No, they
we're
think it's
good.
cool.
We're
The
good at the game.
the blue stone emerges from Alexander's hiding place, and it kind of scintillates a little bit. But meanwhile, the heads are going anxious and rambunctious.
I'm gonna open the box.
All right.
I mean, I record the sessions for us, basically. I don't do it for views and whatnot, you know?
I was just kind of wondering.
I still need to
Yeah.
watch the Purple Stones episode.
Oh yeah, you might
Does
like
anyone
that one.
ever look at the Google Docs that I make? Oh
I
yeah,
do.
you said you did.
I for some
Okay,
reason
good.
can't get into my Google.
I looked at him when I started playing.
Okay.
You can look at them, or you know, and they're fantastic. But I take most of the information, pertinent information that he puts in the doc, in the description of every
Yeah.
episode.
Okay. So at least, yeah,
So you pretty much copy
worth something.
what the notes Azure took in the videos and puts them in the description.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Yeah, I'll start with the party because he'll usually put in the roster of who's here and what time they showed up, if they showed up, or whatnot, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why I put that, but a reminder, like, oh yeah, that was when I was late, or I don't know if it's whatever.
Well, shall we talk to such a win?
You wanted them out. You deal with them.
They wanted out. Alright, speak. You clearly want to say something.
It'd be fucking nice.
I think Warren's preparing something.
Why?
Try to talk to Sacha and Wayan.
All right. Sacha and Wayan come out of the box, and immediately the one is like, "Oh right, you got some nice bloody veins for us."
Alexander.
Wayan's like, ah yes, delicious
Um,
veins.
Alexander like holds his arms above them and lets a handful of sand just fall into their face.
They shut up and they look over and then they say, "Ah, he seems to have wants to try and crest one of the champion stones. Hmm. Right.
Do you have any information about this stone?
Alexander
Well,
holds the blue stone up.
Perhaps I might, but why should I give it to the likes of you? Keeping us in this filthy pent-up box, no delicious blood to
Hey, I
sup
tried to feed
upon.
you once. You decided to betray us.
That is true.
I don't think I've ever betrayed you.
When we were fighting our way to the Sorcerer King, I chucked you at a guard so you could feed off of him, and then you floated up and said, "Oh, I'll help get you power if you kill them."
Oh, that wasn't me. That was the other floating head.
No, it was you.
Yes. The only other floating head we know, Wayan, which, we hadn't met yet.
No, it was when we had both of them.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, Wayne was in the back.
No, but seriously, if you don't have any important information, I mean, I guess it's back in the box, so.
You know, I've about had it with this, you sniveling bastards of races, other than you, halfling, and even you should know your place before the divine creator and the
Oh.
purity bringer of all. Ah, yes, yes, we are tired of this. No more help, no more help for you.
Is there any
Ah.
boar?
What
Are
if
there
I
like
tell
any?
you we're in Gwistinol now?
Ah, Gistinal. Ah, Gistinal. Ah, yes, the Ravager. Ah, the Ravager looks forward to meeting you. In fact, he looks over at Sacha. Hmm, what of the collar? Sacha says, "No, don't speak to them about the collar. Those don't need to be known about the collar." Ah, but, well, the collar sounds a bit like,
Like what?
Wayan just starts belting out screams.
Screaming?
And he's just continues belting out these screams, and he won't shut up.
Is there a rock nearby?
Yes, there is, right behind you, Alexander.
Is there a rock that's small enough I can ram it in his mouth?
Yeah.
We can grab some of this wood and stuff it in there.
Good point.
All right. He starts flying around.
How are you?
I'm gonna waste some PSPs right now if you guys are alright with that.
Just be mindful that they do resist psionic and stuff.
No. On his cage.
Okay. Instead, Alexander pricks his finger and like holds it over a spot and lets the blood drip.
Oh, that gets their attention. They come over and eagerly start lapping up the blood.
Are you willing to talk now?
They look over at you. Right. Perhaps you be willing to talk to that bloke over there out of the sand.
Uh-oh.
Roll for initiative.
Oh fuck.
Son of a fucking bitch.
I found us so quickly.
Sacha and Wyan are just like,
Awesome.
this is
Awesome.
yes. Slay them, Dogchat. Make their blood run. Make their blood run. Take us back to the Shadow King. We are tired of being with these sniveling dregs. Ah, take them back. Take them back to the. Dokjot licks his weapon with his strange protruding mandibles and says, "Now you are coming back to the Shadow King with me." And launches into a fully fledged attack. Alexander, you're up.
Um,
God damn it.
okay, Alexander's gonna pull out his shield, run forward, and he's going to attack with his obsidian steel katana.
All right.
Is that it? -8.
Alexander, all right, your katana slices into the beast, and he looks down with utter surprise as his hard, scaly flesh is penetrated by your blade. And what's your plus bonus on your blade?
I I think you said it was like a. Hold on, I'm trying to find the description. I think you said it was like a. Was it around like a +1? I think.
Okay, that might be. All right. So go ahead and roll damage. And what's your braid?
That has the heart piercer, so I know. And you said that counts as a magical attack, as a
Yeah.
magic weapon.
Is it what is it, a +1 or a +2?
You never gave it. It's been a while
Let me
since
look
I
at
opened
the
up
heart
the.
piercer ones.
Um, it, it just, it doesn't say anything.
I'll be honest,
Oh,
my
okay.
stress level just spiked as soon as he summoned Dope Shot.
What's that?
My stress level just went pew through the roof when he summoned that guy. God damn it.
Well,
I mean,
he was having a little bit of trouble tracking you, but a screaming, wailing creature helped him zero in a little bit.
oh,
All right,
I was
Alexander,
wondering
did you roll
around.
damage?
I was about to, but then you asked me what the plus was on the
Okay,
Obsidian Steel Katana, and
all right.
he's a large target, right?
Yes.
Hey, that's damage.
All right. The blade digs in through the
Oh,
flesh, and you
oh.
get another attack, Alexander.
He bleeds.
Oh, that misses.
All right, it clangs off of his armor,
And
and
time for the heart piercer. Oh shit!
oh, all
Worst
right.
time.
At the beginning. God damn it!
Critical fail.
Oh,
With the heart piercer.
The chain wraps around your face for the rest of the battle, doing 1 hit point per round of damage.
God damn it. Well, that's fine. I can stop that effect, actually. Because it's considered a magical weapon, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I can stop that for a bit.
I still take a D. I still take a D4 damage pulling it off my face.
But you can only do that at the end of combat. But you might have be avoid taking the damage. But so now Alexander has his braid wrapped around him like a turban, and only his eyes are peeking out, and you can see blood coming out of his face where the barbs of the hidden barbs are digging into his flesh.
Wait, I forget how much damage do I take?
1 hit point per round.
Okay, so do I take one starting now?
Yep.
Well, it's a good thing I have that +3 shield.
All right, your eyes widen in horror as where you hit him with the katana it looked like a clean slice, but no blood drips out, and it seals up almost like Deadpool. And then Dokja snarls and launches his attack. All right, Alexander. All right. Attack number 1.
Wait. The 4 is when I had.
If you're holding a shield,
How much armor does the um suit of scale mail provide me? Again?
scale mail. That's a good question. I think scale mail is a 4. AC. Well, your AC with a shield should be your normal, and then shieldless would be no AC from the shield. So scale mail, you guys remember what that is? I can look it up real quick here.
Because it's been a while since.
Scale mail is. Oh, where's the stupid armor class table? Armor class of 4.
Okay, so and +3 would bring me down to 1.
A 1? Yep.
So yeah, it still hits.
Okay.
Oh, hold
So
on,
your
I had to
AC a
back out.
1, right?
Yeah, I had to back
Hmm.
out because I accidentally double-clicked and it
Oh, okay.
moved my
Wait,
chat away.
I don't think this is a 4-person fight.
All right, so the first attack hits you with one of his many front-facing claws. All right, 7. Second attack, -6.
That hits.
5 damage. Third attack.
Oh,
Ooh,
god damn it.
crit. Ooh, triple damage. So that's 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Fourth attack is 9.
Come
1,
on.
2, 3,
Fifth
4, 5,
attack
6, 7, 8, 9.
How many of these things does he
is
have?
4.
1, 2, 4. Damn it!
No, how many of these things does he have?
That still
Is
hits.
centipede or millipede?
What are you at for life, Alexander?
14!
Oh, this one's gonna hurt.
Shit.
Oh,
What the fuck is this? He's dead.
is he
Make
7 to
a
3
dead?
so
saving
far.
throw versus death, Alexander.
Why does it keep locking in when I move it?
Ooh, all right, Alexander, you are at -10. Whoops.
That
And you
negative
may
10?
save versus
Oh.
death. Yeah, if you take massive one-hit damage, you gotta save versus death to bring
Oh,
you
okay.
exactly at -10. So he has 1 round to be saved, or else.
God, that is.
And then
I
he
think
moves
we should
over
just give up the stones.
to the big creature. And Zakhara, you're up.
Hold on,
I'm gonna try reasoning with him. You just want the stones, right? You'll leave our lives if we give them to you.
You have been marked for death. I shall bring your corpses back to the Shadow King, who shall animate your corpses and learn everything he wishes to know from you.
I don't think I can stop this.
You're right by Alexander, who's bleeding out, by the way.
And I have a fruit of extra healing in my inventory.
I guess I'll rifle through his pockets and try and use that on him.
All right, make a dex check, Zakhara.
A dex. I'm good.
All right, you managed to get a fruit into him, and that brings you up to 1 hit point, Alexander. And the braid, after you hit your death thing, it fell off of your face, so it's no longer constricting you, but you're basically laying there unconscious. I guess
This
technically
is
you'd be at
fun.
0.
For some reason,
All right.
it brought my SPs down as well.
Jocus, you're up. This thing is slithered over lightning speed towards you and is raising its thing to attack you.
Okay, I have 2 psionic attacks, right?
Yep.
Yes.
The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to give Alexander some of my health so he's up.
Are you sure that's a good
Alright.
idea?
I think he can one-shot all of us.
Mhm.
During this encounter, I think we're designed to die here.
So we might as well
We
fight,
just got
right?
lucky and escaped.
Last time we escaped by, like, the seat of our pants.
I'm gonna try to put him to sleep. It's got a shitload of negatives. I think I did it.
Alright.
No.
Okay.
Let me send this to. I added the -4. I rolled a 19.
Oh, okay. He has to make a save against spells first.
Yeah, so if he fails this, he could go right to sleep. That's my first psionic attack.
Alright. Save versus spell. Alright. You see him, his eyes start to kind of glaze a little bit, but they don't close because they're bug eyes. But he kind of wavers just a second, and then he kind of shakes his head like he's shaking off a mosquito, and comes at you, mandible, teeth, drooling, venomous saliva. And Jocus, your second.
I'm gonna try to lend some health to
No,
Alexander
All right.
and get him up.
don't.
All right.
Should I run?
You can afterwards. You can still move afterwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to lend help to Alexander.
All right. Ooh, yes, that's a success.
I'm gonna give him 27 of my hit points, and then I'm gonna move here. What's
All right.
the
So that
giant's
brings.
movement?
So,
So now, Alexander, you come back to bloody and broken. But yes, you do come to Azure. You just witnessed what transpired here.
Mhm. I'm gonna come around on the side, and I'm gonna pull out the dragon's paw.
All right.
I can't switch weapons, can I? I guess not really, huh? If I have
Well,
2 attacks?
no, you wouldn't be able to switch in the middle, huh?
Okay.
What's your Dragon's Paw plus?
+2.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna, instead
why
of
do
the
I get the
dragon's
feeling
paw,
like for some reason my SPs and health are linked for some reason?
They might be. We might have to double check and make sure they're not. It'll be a setting in the settings on the gear. What are you doing, Azure?
no, I'll swing twice with the dragon's paw.
All right.
was trying to think of.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. We're
Hit.
so dead.
Yeah.
I think we gotta
That's
kill
nice.
him in one shot before his turn, before he gets to
I hope
regenerate.
not. He has a lot of HP.
AC at -8.
Yes, that is a hit.
Was he medium or large? What
He's
was he?
large.
If only we had a guy who could deal like 357 damage in a single turn.
If
That'd
we
be
had
great.
Pid, if we
He's
had
currently
Minimum.
not here.
who's got the highest strength in the party right now?
Kid.
No,
Also,
like
I think-
right now, like
Alexander?
Yeah, because Alexander has near giant levels of strength, even though he's just
All
a
right,
human.
7 damage. All right, you catch him with the
5's the
dragon's
first
paw.
one, and 7 with the second.
5. All right. All right. This time, instead of healing up, these wounds start to kind of sizzle and seep out kind of this brackish, greenish, black blood.
Would you hit him with metal?
Jibba, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Wait, why did my obsidian steel katana not work?
It did. It sliced it, but instead of it didn't penetrate his magical defense enough to cause him to take permanent damage. So it just sealed up behind you.
Wait, magical
Hopefully, when
defense.
you reach level 9, your blade making abilities will be refined.
We're never gonna taste our alcohol.
If you reach level 9,
AC at -2?
that is a miss. Is that what Jibba?
Yeah.
Oh, Jibba's not even near him at the moment.
There we
There we
go.
Ooh,
Second claw.
Hey,
triple damage.
Hit it.
Triple damage.
I don't think that's considered magical though.
I rolled a
Jibba's
6
claws
damage.
She's a full-grown adult now, right?
Yes.
Yes. Her claws effectively are +2s
Oh fuck
as
yeah.
far as their effect. When she was an adolescent, they were +1s.
You go, Tiger.
Alright, so that was what, the second? Wait.
Yep.
That was
was
just
the
the
second
first
claw.
one. The second claw? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Alright. Third claw,
That
-5.
is a miss. It bounces off the
Fourth
steely
claw.
carapace.
Bite.
Ooh,
Nice.
the bite is a critical. It gets right. She jumps up and bites the thing right in the nape of the neck.
Minimum, but that's good.
No, it's not minimum. That's actually really well.
Oh, is it?
Double damage, so 22.
That's damn.
All right. This thing snarls, and new initiative round.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. He rolled a high. Oh.
Azure,
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm playing Ghost
please
of
hope you.
Tsushima.
I hope you or Jibba rolls low.
Probably normally
Okay,
not,
that's
but
not
I'm doing something
Yeah,
different.
cool.
I had mine hit. It didn't take.
What was
Let me
your
try
initiative?
again. I don't even see it. Let me.
Did you make sure that your coin was clicked?
Yeah, I clicked off and clicked back. Well, I was trying to use a different weapon this time.
But
Do
the
I need a
damage
speed?
stayed when you used your dragon's paw.
Yeah, well, I was still thinking. Yeah, I guess it did. What determines the initiative? That's
The
just
weapon speed.
the weapon speed. Okay,
Yep.
I guess I would like to know what's the weapon speed for a dagger,
A dagger is.
or it's a special dagger, but I assume
Well, the
it's
plus
just
gives
that
it.
type.
The plus gives it.
Yeah.
The plus gives it however many off the weapon speed. Dagger
Okay.
weapon speed is
4, right? Or
speed
2?
factor is let's see, 2. Yes.
2.
2? Okay.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
lowest it would go is 0, so it would just be your raw initiative.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take out the purple pommel steel dagger. It has a plus
Alright.
2. And
Okay.
never used it.
All right.
Unless it does
so,
similar damage to the Dragon's Paw.
Oh, and I still got a high.
Like, we don't even know
Yeah,
if the
I mean, it's
trouble
plus 2.
problems, the dagger will, if the damage will stay.
Nope, don't know what it'll do at all.
But it has a good chance of working.
Oh wait, don't you also have the? Oh yeah, you wasted your. Oh yeah, you had to waste your turn reviving me.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a thing to
Dokjat,
use, but I can't use it.
Dokjat races over, chasing after what he appears to be the greatest threat. And as he gets to Jocus, as he gets around the building where Jocus is kind of hiding out at.
There's nothing there.
There's something bigger there. That would make sense. That's my guess.
Oh, the background sound is very.
Ooh, the loyal.
People! Jessix! Wait, that's the
Jessix.
guy!
Who's? Ah.
There's a sound of a incantation, and then multiple sounds of incantations, and then all of the sudden there is a
Old man.
there is a weird magical net of some sticky goo that settles over the creature, and as each of these weird elves calls out their incantation, another one falls over the top, and this creature starts to just melt through these webs, but it's slowing him down. Meanwhile, this strange creature makes a motion and then points to a rope hanging dangling in the air and says, "Quickly, if you wish to survive, go up this rope." Zakhara, it's your turn.
Where's the rope?
The rope is
Over here somewhere.
Um. I know I shouldn't do this, but Zakhara, could you open a dimensional door there?
Yeah, I probably could.
the rope goes up into seemingly a void of some sort. It just goes straight up into the sky.
Out of character, I know exactly what this thing is.
Meanwhile, the creature is twisting and turning, but he's got four sets of this weird netting on top of him, and
Then
he's
yeah, I
just
will
thrashing.
give a dimension door an attempt.
All right,
Hey, I'm good.
Oh,
all
thank
right.
God.
Zakhara, you managed
very
to
close
open
to-
up a
No, I wasn't. Actually.
dimensional door, and you make it over to the rope here. And what are you doing now, Zakhara?
I will move to climb the rope.
All right.
Are you leaving the
Jocus?
door open?
Yep.
Okay.
Jocus?
I'm gonna try to put him to sleep again.
All right, go ahead, make the attempt.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. He sheds through. He gets so enraged that he sheds through two of the nets, and now there's only one holding him back.
Everybody through the door.
Goodbye.
Even
I'm gonna
Jocus.
crawl up the net.
All right.
The rope.
Jibba.
Yell at Jibba to go through the door.
All right.
Can she
Jocus
go
is
up?
probably gonna have to carry. He'll have to help her. Make a
I guess
strength
he
check,
was.
Jocus.
I can do that. Yeah.
I guess he was starting to climb up, and then he saw Jibba come up, and then like Jibba, jump!
Yeah, Jibba leaps and lands into Half Giant's arms like a massive kitty.
All right.
All right, you managed to get it basically up around your neck, Jocus, and climb up into this rope. Alexander?
First Alexander runs and grabs the cages of the heads, and then runs through
right.
the.
What? You have to leave it behind.
We can't let him. We can't let him get them either.
That's
All
good
right.
He
point.
goes through the.
He seems more willing to give up blood.
All right. The Alexander makes it up the rope, and Azure.
Yep, I'll follow suit.
All right. Azure. The loyals start backing up, and as they do so, they're firing arrows at this creature, and they just start bouncing off. And as they go up, finally, last but not least, this black-handed elf climbs up last, and just as he does so, Dokjat breaks free and leaps up and tries to get the rope and manages to stab his spear right through the foot of Jessix, who screams in pain and hauls himself up the rope, and then the rope magically pulls up after him, and the scene closes, and you see Dokjat below looking side to side, sniffing, and then he turns and burrows himself down into the ground. And that is
Oof.
The end of the encounter.
our session. So let's hand out some XP here.
Holy shit! We have we have gotten lucky.
Okay, but I feel like we can actually kill this guy. He's not invincible.
Yeah, we could kill him. It's just got to be done.
We just need
in
better.
a
We just
round.
need to level up a little.
So
Yeah.
Alexander got he recouped his XP loss from the bad navs with the recapture of the heads.
if we give me
Oh.
the fruits, so I can heal after I heal you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, guys, I hate to break it to you, but we left the barrel of booze behind.
No.
No.
So you guys look around, but technically you're just up in a extra pocket dimension.
Oh.
But you're still in the same geographical place.
Oh, okay, cool.
Unless he
Is
just
that all
goes and
four of you?
slaughters our
Okay,
Kanks.
So it actually was rope trick.
Yes.
Dude, I don't know why this keeps happening. I keep accidentally double clicking.
Oh man, that was
All right.
I fucking hate this guy. I hate Dokjak.
Well. Thank God for that extra experience.
Yeah, Alexander, if you wouldn't have passed that death save, that would have been you would have had just a corpse.
We get. Oh man, you know, guys. If it bleeds, we can kill it. I don't know about you, but I think we made him bleed.
Ooh, and a bonus.
Well, we should be able to do another one next Saturday because
Yeah,
I'm still
hopefully.
locked down. So,
Xander's now level 9.
ooh, nice.
Which means I can. God damn. I need to. I keep having to back it. I keep accidentally double clicking on the thing and it puts it in a separate window.
I can't open my character sheet anymore.
Roll20's been a little wonky for me right now too. I don't know if the network's having issues or what's going on, but just remember where we were at the last one.
It could be. I mean, we're playing in prime time, right?
Yeah, Mitch. It's just a D10 for the roll for the health roll, right?
Yep. This is your last level. You get to roll dice. The next, it's all just you get a set amount of hit points.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh,
nice.
Johnny.
1,
I just
2,
realized
3, 4, 5,
What's that?
6, 7, 8,
we're
9.
being accosted by another fucking centipede. So this is an inside joke between our friend group.
Yeah.
We did the campaign Out of the Abyss,
Ooh,
and
yeah.
anytime we were out in the world and we had a random encounter,
Uh-huh.
I believe 8 out of our 10 encounters were a swarm of centipedes. We fought so many
crazy.
fucking centipedes.
It
was
became
awful.
I feel like that if the campaign would have continued on, it would have probably become an inside joke of just our DM saying, And more fucking centipedes.
Well, now you're basically being chased by a
Yeah.
semi-pseudo man centipede. It's
Yeah.
almost he looks a little bit like a man scorpion.
Ugh.
Oh
So,
yeah, and that was one of the things that brought Alexander closest to death.
Well, I'm gonna head
That's
out,
true.
y'all. This is fun.
All right, I'll catch you guys on the next
Let's
one.
hope next time we have all of our party members here.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah.
All right.
Because he tore through Alexander.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
we could
He's
do
got.
it.
I mean, he flurry frenzies on whoever he's in front of, and he didn't even use all of his abilities either. So just keep you in mind.
We only survived because of these people showing up.
Yeah.
And Alexander having a greater fruit of healing from a fruit of greater
Oh,
healing
that's
from
true.
the
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah, that's definitely saved you. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
All right. Thanks. That's fun.